Hi, this is Michael, and this is my review of the Invicta men's watch model 21388. This is one of their specialty watches, and it's a two-tone watch with a stainless steel case and two-tone band. And it has a pretty nice band, although the band is quite large, so that's going to be great for guys with large wrists. I actually had to remove 5 links from this band in order to fit my wrist, and I still have 2 more links on the one side that I could remove if necessary. So it'll fit a wide range of wrists. This has a chronograph feature, and the chronograph actually works pretty well. A lot of the chronographs that you see on this style of watch, they're really there for fashion and not for actual use, because the dials are so small and the scales that the dials are operating on don't really lend themselves to accurate measurement. But this actually has a 1/10 of a second dial on the top, a 1-minute dial on the bottom, and then a minutes dial on the left. So you can actually use this effectively. One interesting feature, though, is that the 1/10 of a second dial only spins for the first minute, and then it stops spinning and returns to the 12 o'clock position. However, it is still keeping track of the tenths even though it's not actually spinning. So if you're measuring up to 1 minute and stop it, it is going to accurately show you the tenths of a second. But if you're measuring longer than a minute, even though it's not spinning, it is still keeping track of the tenths, and it will display the 1/10 of a second once you stop the chronograph. So that is kind of an interesting feature. Now, when you can also do splits with the chronograph, and when you're all done measuring, then you can simply push the B button here at the bottom, and all the hands for the subdials will return to the 12 o'clock position. A little minor gripe I have is that although there is a way that you can adjust the hands so that they're supposed to be at the 12 o'clock position of the 3 subdials, I find that the 1/10 of a second subdial pointer cannot be made precisely at the 12 o'clock, and I think you can see there that it is ever so slightly to the right of 12 o'clock, and actually the minute dial is the same way. It's very, very close, but so if you're a perfectionist, that may bother you a little bit. This does have a tachymeter dial around the bezel. It's not a rotating bezel, however, so that is fixed in place. And also the quality of the construction of this watch is quite high. For this price range, which I mean is under $200, I think the quality of this watch is really nice. I've seen a lot of imported watches, and this quality of this Invicta seems to be superior to most of the other watches that I see in this price range. It is a water-resistant case to 100 meters, and it does have a Japan quartz movement in it, which means you will have to eventually replace the battery in this, probably in about 2 years. And the crown does have a 2-position on it, so it has 1 click for changing the date, and then 2 clicks to change the hour and minutes, and also to adjust the subdials. So a big watch, it is a pretty big watch. It's a heavy watch, but I think it looks great on the wrist, and a big watch comes with a big box. So the box it comes is pretty substantial too. This is the box that you would get. It does have the warranty information inside there, and they also do give you a nice sheet here to describe the operation of the stopwatch and how you can do splits, and also how to use the crown and adjust the subdials to zero them out. I really think Invicta, they make a wide range of watches in all price ranges. You can spend over $1,000, but they also have a good amount of watches in a far more reasonable price range. This is one of them. I think it's a really smart-looking, handsome men's watch. And one thing, my other minor complaint, actually it's a little bit more than minor, it's moderate. This does have a luminescent dial on it, but I find that it's really kind of meaningless after about a half an hour in darkness. It just is very nice and bright, and I'm going to show you an image of what it looks like when it's fully charged up. But within a half an hour's time, it becomes so dim that it might as well not be called luminescent at all. But other than that, I really do like the look of this watch. Keeps good time, and you can see the calendar window there. It's a small calendar window, but I don't have any problem seeing it myself. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll answer it if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching and have a great day.